Constructicon.
Always.
And back once again, friends of the world. Good old Frank. Say something to old Frank.
Something. Shout out to. So shout out to my sister Chi. What's up, shithead?
That's love right there.
That it is. That it is. Oh man! Shout to everybody else in there who be watching us and joining us. Oh man, let's jump into this crazy day. A couple of topics for tonight. As we jump on this crazy train, excuse me, I'm trying to catch up.
My computer's going slow too, nigga. Like, what the fuck? it's annoying. I think it's the humidity. I honestly think it's the humidity.
Yeah, it did come out of nowhere, to be real with you. It was not this bad earlier.
It picked up really, 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 really fast. I forgot where the fuck I was going. All right, yeah. So the topics for tonight. Now you know where we going. We going to the friend you just told me about. Before we jump into anything else, I totally missed this one, folks. I was sitting here telling Frank behind the scenes, where I planned to go with the show today. And I got here, and, I had ones pop up before it, and then we're going to go into the main theme of tonight, which is the whole racial preference thing. But we'll jump to that again later. Then good old truth hits me with this fucking whammy in the fucking head that I fucking missed. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Yeah, take a look, Frank. Frank, look at that screen.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the Kardashian kids. The younger two. Sitting there, putting their fucking faces, their body images, or their names, or not even signature, but whatever, their initials, excuse me, all over Icon's face. So they had it on Biggie, Tupac alone, Metallica. Let me see who else they had. Ozzy Osbourne.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Kiss. Kiss one was kind of hot though, but yeah, without taking any of the rights or asking any of the images or sharing any of the profits to any of the parties included that were on the pictures.
That's gonna die in about a week when they get sued for it.
Oh no, they already took it down, homie.
Yeah, that died quick.
They got hit fast. And one of these photos here said it was low stock. They were taken right off their website image. So they were already running out. Meaning, I don't know how much they sold already. Now, mind you, the shirts were $125 a piece.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
This is taking an existing image and rolling their fucking face print right over the motherfucker.
What I think is kind of crazy, the one that's in low stock happens to have a movie out in the movie theater right now.
Which one?
What is the coincidence?
Yeah.
What's the coincidence of that? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Marketing, homie. Marketing.
I always dislike these young ladies, but I honestly want to take it to the next level now.
What's that?
I think all of them need to be taken out and, waterboarded or something.
Nigga said waterboarded.
The entire family is about money. The mother, Chris, they're about dollars. And shout out to academics. He said it right. They have absolutely no talent. Neither one of them.
But that name, man.
But that's what I'm saying. You built the name up to something, but it's not for talent. It's either like, Jeffrey
prestige.
said, from getting butt naked, having somebody go balls deep in you.
Or 72-hour marriage.
All their claim to fame.
About that one.
You remember that one?
Here we go. All their claim to fame is selling themselves in some form. Whether it be their ass, their body, their property. That's it. They are true prostitution.
But I mean, a couple
different forms.
A couple months ago, we went over this topic, and I got hammered because I was posting selfies of me weightlifting and all that good stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Now here's the thing: we went over this model, and I said that she's a straight up attention hoe.
Right.
And then I remember Truth telling me, yeah, but what's the difference between her? The difference is that she's getting paid to do all of that.
Facts.
And in this case, we're going to ridicule them for trying to make a profit.
Yeah, but
I mean, okay, no, I get it. You don't.
I love the analogy you put in. You're absolutely right. But this is the reason I say for this one.
Okay.
These lovely young ladies, and I'm gonna say that because I want to say another word, did not get permission from Pink Floyd, Metallica, Pac, Notorious B.I.G. So you put your faces on top of legends,
right?
Started making money from it, and then when you get caught, it was we're gonna take everything down. Okay, but what about the money you already brought in? Yeah. But you know better than to do that, though.
My nigga. $125 a t-shirt.
But I mean, at the same time,
this shit ain't handpicked cotton, motherfucker. This shit is not slavery. Yeah. Kevin Jenkins picked your shit number 107.
I mean, but at the same,
my nigga.
At the same time, it's like, okay, I see what you're saying. Like, you picked up legends. I mean, even we discussed this on the download where you say there are some movies out there that have been out there for 40, 50 years that you just don't remake. You leave it the fuck alone.
True.
The Godfather.
But when they do remake, or when they do see, this is the thing. They pay to use their brand or that story or that image. Okay. All those parties behind the scene that came out with the original got a check. You get what I'm saying? There ain't nobody sitting there hurting or like, yo, they ain't paying me not to use the piece. These fools just made some shirts
and sold them
and put them shits on their websites and started selling the fuck out of them. And the fact that they're already big and they're using licensed images already. I know Floyd, Ozzy Osbourne, Metallica, hands down, have already trademarked their stuff. Anytime you go into like a Hot Topic or one of those other stores and buy one of those shirts or anything, there's a trademark on it that's already been paid, through the stores and shit like that. These motherfuckers are just putting their face on top of the shit over that same image and then selling bitch for $125 a pop.
Yo, so I gotta ask a question here. All right, for the room, man. I'm with you. And I'm gonna ask, it's gonna sound stupid. All right. You know how I'm proud to say, I wear a shirt that says straight out of Bolivia. You think the writers that created the sign for Straight Outta Compton are getting some royalties off of that? Like, because you got people saying straight out of Jersey City.
Those are words, Frank.
Yes.
Not an image. Now,
But the way
now hold on.
Okay.
Now here's the deal.
All right.
If I take the president's face, or if I take your face,
Okay.
which is your image rights, your thing without your knowledge, and I make $1 million off of the face of Frank, and Frank ain't seen not a penny of that shit. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Frank
get it. I
ain't
get
get
it.
nothing.
I
Now
get it,
you
but-
coming at me
but-
like, yo, I'm gonna need my 80%.
But at the same time, though, my argument is this.
Yeah.
Okay, even though, all right, the image is one thing, the idea, you get people that get thrown in prison, get incarcerated for plagiarism. So the plagiarism of the idea of
Plagiarism, yes.
of plagiarizing the idea or what do they call it, copyright infringement is still there.
But not on the idea, only on the actions or that to take suit. It's
All right.
weird. You got to go by the language and what is in of it, what the law applies to. Meaning, we both could have ideas for water gun. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But Super Soaker can't sue us for the ideas of water guns. You get what I'm saying? Because, okay, a water pistol has been around. Now, if we take their design, which has been already copyrighted, you understand? Like, okay, I got the handle here and the backpack and the same color wires and everything. Okay, homie, you literally plagiarized, copied, stole my idea. But if my shit goes up and down and over and 10 different colors and has something else different, now it's different. But it's still the idea of something that holds and shoots water. Just like the wheel. You can't sit there and say, oh, the nigga, I made the circle, so I need everybody to fucking pay me. You know what I mean? Even though Yamaha's making the circle and Pirelli's making the circle, they just using different type of rubber compounds. You understand? So they can't be like, look, nigga, I'm gonna need about half of that because the circle is really mine. I
get you.
The words straight out of in any form or fashion can't be copyrighted on unless it's a specific trade name.
Okay.
So like if it was if you had Frank's Emporium, straight out of Frank's Emporium, get your money, Frank, because ain't no fucking else Frank Emporium. You understand? But if it's like straight out of Bolivia, then it's just words that are put together in that straight sentence that are put there.
I was just wondering about that.
No, I know, but that's how they get you. But the moment they use something that is yours or something else, then that's how they go for you. So straight out of Bolivia, and here's the picture of Frank on the back. You better get your lawyer ready and be like, nigga, we rich. I'm about to buy Bolivia. Because that shit, they have traded off of your image.
Call the jail will be, I don't think I'm coming in tomorrow or the day after.
Dead ass.
Day after that. And I just say you just walk in with like steel toe slippers. I mean, like, coochie, like, with a silk robe.
You got the Ferragamo shit
Yeah.
just slipping in like, yo, what's up? What's good? Yeah. Nah, I ain't doing shit today. I'm just here to sit down. Thank you.
Here's the thing that bothers me about it. The fact that these individuals actually have knowledge that they did something wrong.
Thank you.
Just to make a profit.
Thank you.
And the thing that's really eating me up is this one right here. You're saying low stock on the Tupac Biggie one, and
Them shits was moving,
movie just hit.
Them shits was moving, dude. Them shits was moving. Them shits was moving. I really, 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 really need to know this here. How many did they sell before they took them shits
But
off?
they're gonna lie about that and say, what?
You can't. You got orders. You get what I'm saying? Everybody
Yeah, but
got receipt orders.
some of that is gonna be their account's gonna look at it and say, all right, some of this we're gonna write off as expense over
I
here.
agree with Frank on this one.
They will fudge the books? No, I mean, it's possible.
Exactly.
It's
just because you
It's
knew
plausible.
You knew it was illegal from the very start.
plausible, folks.
So if you knew it was illegal from the very start, you're going to cover your ass. So let's say they sold 10,000. They were like, well, we actually sold like 700-800. So we're going to take that. But you'll never really be able to, like, how many people actually going to sit there and raise their hand and be like, yeah, I got an illegal t-shirt. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder how many people.
Like, niggas don't do that shit outside of concerts. Niggas is buying from the
I wonder how many
vendors.
people are actually gonna wear this shit out there in public.
shirts
They're gonna
is
wear
official.
it. They're gonna wear it. The
Shirts is
Kiss.
official.
All I have is what the rap guys here.
Right.
The Kiss,
Fire.
the Osbourne and the Pink Floyd.
Fire.
Them shits look hot. Like the Kiss joint, because it was her head, that same yellow head there, and it got the Kiss like right above it, and her image is dark enough to darken like the people, and then you see like the clown face makeup, whatever they wear, like in the outside back. The shit looked hot. Like yo, I'd rock that with like a fresh pair or something. That shit looked hot. It looked official, but you know better than this because the moment I do this shit with a Kardashian shirt, nigga, they are suing me 10 ways to Sunday.
Like your kids will be in debt.
Like, nigga, if I get Kim's K ass cheek on my chest, they coming for me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not even say who name it is. Just like a picture of booty cheeks. Oh, that's mine. I'm gonna need a piece.
Yeah, that's when I was getting plowed right there.
Yeah, exactly. That was when Ray J was in me.
That's my ass cheek. We're gonna need a couple of dollars back.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm telling you, karma's a bitch, ladies. And sooner or later, your karma is gonna come. There's only so many surgeries. People are starting to forget about y'all anyway. Your TV show ain't have as many ratings as they used to.
They need to get robbed again or some shit.
You know what I mean?
Like, boost up sales.
Somebody need to do something like Kim. You don't want to get pregnant no more, so you surrogate. Maybe that was.
That's gonna hit, nigga. We talked about it.
Maybe that was an opportunity for you to get the show back.
They about to get the
who's
band
gonna be the shorty and who's this or who's that. I mean, listen, if you could do a spinoff with Rob and Black China, you could do any fucking thing.
Yo, dead ass. I know Kanye gonna be smashing that fucking surrogate, nigga. You know that shit. Listening to his old tracks, nigga.
Like it's 7:03. You know what time it is, boo. Let's go. Let's get this rocking.
I just flew in from Australia. Come on, let's go.
I mean,
yo,
I really need people to start stepping up. And the best way you can hurt these ladies is by stop supporting them.
Or by the pockets.
They don't have any album sales out there. They don't have this. They don't have
I'm saying
that.
pockets.
Oh, they're pockets. Yeah.
They don't, like I said, they don't have album sales out there. They don't have a whole bunch of money, coming from different revenues. No, it's the show, a little bit of the name, but there's no talent there. They're married to the talent somewhat. Because I'm sorry, you look at, Scott. He used to be big. Really,
Scott Disick.
Scott Disick. He used to be really big in the industry. Like now he an alcoholic. You know what I mean? Lamar used to be one of the best all-around basketball players.
That nigga cracking.
Now that nigga cracked the fuck out. Kanye having fucking seizures on stage. Shit. So, like,
Hey,
I can't take this shit, man.
It just makes me laugh because ever since Humphreys broke up with her, he was playing pretty decent ball after that.
Yo, yeah, he got free, nigga. That was the warning sign.
She broke up with him. I guess she got tired of everybody saying, like, here's the thing. I'm not mad that she paid for her wedding. I'm mad that she actually put all that together because she wanted one so bad. Like, if you know he ain't got the pockets for it, just like you knew Mariah Carey and Nick Cannon wasn't gonna work out. Like, this dude literally had to take out a loan to put money down on a $250,000 ring. He was only worth $75,000 at the time. No, nigga, no.
This is 75.
You better take this motherfucking what you call those bubblegum rings and shut the fuck up.
I just want to jump in here real quick. Biggie's mother jumped in on this. But she wrote, "I'm not sure who told Kylie or Kaylee Jenner that they had the right to do this." Wallace captioned on the image, Biggie, of one of the shirts with a giant red X emblazed over it. The disrespect of these girls to not even reach out to me or anyone connected to the estate baffles me. I have no idea why they feel that they can exploit the deaths of Tupac and my son Christopher to sell a t-shirt. This is disrespectful, disgusting, and exploitation at its worst.
Shout out to her publicist.
No, that was the mother's smart, dude.
She did
She did it on tweet. Yeah,
tweet or Instagram.
Don't get it twisted.
She was
stupid.
She was articulate, though.
Very, very much.
Yeah.
Again, I'm sorry, y'all know, because like Jeff said, like Frank said, if anybody puts anything out with an inkling, like that's my pinky toe, they suing the shit out of them. But y'all want to sit there and
even if the girls did it by themselves, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt.
Everything goes by Kim.
Yeah, I mean, Chris, the mother.
Everything goes by Chris.
If the girls did this shit by themselves, they knew better. Especially after the backlash with that Pepsi shit. It's gonna be cool to fucking sell nigga t-shirts with my fucking face and shit.
I'm glad you said that.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like,
I'm glad you said it that way.
I'd be up in there like, really? No, I don't think so. I think
that's why they picked a lot of legends, white and black, so you can't just sit there and say.
Now, you know them niggas trademark their shit.
The
like,
Low Stock is the movie that's out right now.
But that's what I'm saying, folks. Come on, you knew better. You knew better. You had low stock. You did a big run because you already have these big ass companies that are ready to make these shits for you. So when you came up with the picture design, they just went straight to print. I guarantee you, you probably had 1,000 of these fucking shirts at $125 a pop. $125, my nigga. $125. Nigga, I don't pay $28 for a Biggie t-shirt on the street. Like, I just want y'all to think about this shit. Like, come on, my nigga. Come on. You got to be kidding me. And
you imagine how much the knockoffs are selling for? Because you had behind every other one of them $125 shirts, you had a little Asian following the design and saying, "All right, cool, let me make $10 off of this one."
That's my motherfucking point, man.
And mind you, these individuals have over 100,000 followers.
Yep.
On Instagram. Over 100 million.
So, according to Rolling Stones, they retail for $125, just as I've been saying. It had the words repurposed in the USA printed on each.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Okay, bitches. I try to be as nice as possible.
Hey, man,
y'all old enough to get cursed the fuck out now.
They adults.
Hey, we went into 25 minutes of the show without Truth saying bitch.
These young ladies, these too sensitive.
Listen, nothing goes by. Everything goes by Chris. All right.
Exactly.
The Pepsi commercial, like, okay, a Pepsi's gonna stop, terrorism, and you got fucking shitstormed on that one. Keep it on. Keep piling it on.
Yo.
Keep piling on. Pink Floyd and Kiss. These are legendary acts with hundreds of millions of followers. Also,
I just want to cut in here, right, and I want to tie it to another point before we move on. This is what they think of the rest of the world when you live in their bubble.
Mm-hmm.
They can get away with this shit because it's not them. If you understand what I'm saying here, I can do this stuff and move on. You're not in my world. You're not on my level. This shit don't really count or matter to you. At $125 a pop, let's just say they sold, 5 shirts? I mean, not 5. Let's say they sold 500 shirts.
Shirt probably costs
$1,000
to make. $1 to make.
Not even. I'll give a benefit of the doubt. We paid the company. Let's say we paid the company $10 to make the shirt. But that ain't nothing but a rollover.
But you buy in bulk. You know how you
buy them in bulk. Yeah,
that's how Walmart and all these places do. What they do is they buy I need 1 million of them.
Right.
And then wind up coming out of 35 cents per item.
Right.
And this is how, rollback savings. Fuck out of here. Rollback savings, my ass. These girls need a foot in their ass.
Right. But this is how they think of us, my dude.
Agreed.
They got to that level. They're big-headed. They don't connect with the rest of the world. But when the rest of the world takes the same action against them, they fucking are ready to fight tooth and nail and bring every army and every fucking lawyer they can find to get this shit. Pay attention, folks. Pay attention.
I mean, let me just add one more.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead. What you got?
Look at even the females that are around them. You know what I mean? Scottie Pippen's wife, all of a sudden, she started hanging around with Kim. She's getting plowed by rappers. Like, come the fuck on,
you knew that
man.
was the setup, nigga.
Like, come on.
You knew that was the setup.
Stay away from these young ladies, man.
She gave it a setup kick, nigga.
Oh, my God. Stay away from these. You see why Beyonce don't want nothing to do with Kim Kardashian's ass.
I'm gonna be honest, and Beyonce on that level too, but
not like that.
But yeah, she don't relate it to that fucking. She don't relate the world to that, or at least she doesn't appear to make it seem that she relates the world to that.
She'll sing a song and give you a couple of dollars.
Yeah, exactly.
She gonna jack your shit.
Here you go. Here's a scholarship, my nigga. Here's a scholarship. I got you.
Crumbs, nigga. Crumbs. Take these crumbs, nigga. I made $100 million. You go ahead and take this $75,000.
No, I mean, pay attention, folks.
These chicks got big balls. I'll tell you right now. Somebody need to pull their pants down, check.
Their investments
see how big their balls are.
Their investments are strong. You can't take away their wealth. They rooted themselves in a lot of stuff. But my nigga, this shit here shows you flat out what they think of the rest of the world and people who are not on their level anymore. It's real simple. You know, it's real simple. Read between the lines. I'm gonna do this shit. Even if I hit it for a day, I'm good. Because I know they sold that minimum. I'm lowballing 500. I know they sold 500. I know they sold. You get what I'm saying? I know it, man. I know it. So I want to know when they start suing them and getting the rights to that shit. Because all it takes is one person to wear one shirt, Frank.
No, it's real talk.
Or out in the street, yo, I got my fucking shirt in. Boop, boop, boop.
Yeah, that's when they start.
That's when the lawyers is going to attack. And I know Ozzy and Pink Floyd are going to be like, Mr. Wallace, you want in on this? I'm going to let you get the back end. Y'all want in on this? The state, Pop, y'all want in on this? Dead ass. That's what it is, man. But
the Klan altogether is worth about $500 million.
Yeah. Good times.
For getting plowed and being naked.
Good
Go
times.
ahead, Joe.
All right, man. All for them chicks, dude. Yeah, I had to catch up on that. Before we jump into the racism part, racial part, whatever the fuck it was going with, I'm all out of it today.
Thinking about that gym, yeah.
There was another thing that hit me. When YouTube is too much, how much is YouTubing is too much? So if you guys haven't heard, there's a little girl named Mona Lisa Perez. She, excuse me, let me go back to here. My notes is all over the place. She's being charged with the murder of a manslaughter charge of her boyfriend and baby father.
Oh, because he held the book and told her to take a Desert Eagle and shoot me?
Yes! Yes! I don't mean to laugh. But look at Jude's face right now.
Yeah,
We got to get cameras in the back. I swear to God. Your face
I just heard about this today.
Wait, what? No. What?
I just heard about this at work today with my coworkers.
Yes.
Yeah, my nigga, a Desert Eagle?
50 cal, my nigga. But like the .5.
A Desert Eagle? Dude, that thing bruises up your hand.
You was in the military, so you fired some fucking comparable weapons.
Eagle,
I know
that shit bruises up your hand.
That shit will go through a motor, my nigga, a car motor. Easy.
So
I mean, she was better off getting this in writing and telling her boyfriend, "Look, notarize this. I need some paperwork here. Exactly. I don't want to do 15 to life."
You sure though? You sure?
Break it down to me, fellas. I'm lost over here. What happened?
So Mona Lisa Perez and her boyfriend Pedro Ruiz, the two people you see here, the once loving couple. I say once because the gentleman is now passed away. They have a YouTube page, so they're on our same platform. They have about, I don't know if it's under her. Yeah, I think it's under her page, whatever. Not going to really blow it up too much. She's about like 7,000 viewers, subscribers, big. She's pregnant. They already have one child together. Yeah, I saw the eye roll, my nigga. But here we go.
Yeah.
They want to get big off of YouTube. Who doesn't, right? Same reason we do it too, allegedly. They were looking for ways to get more viewers. Bigger stunts, bigger actions, bigger things. They came and asked one of their aunts or uncles, can they borrow their gun? They want to see if it goes through a book to see if it'll get them more views. Nigga had an encyclopedia Britannica, one of the old thick ass big joints.
I was actually going to say this. I was going to say I would have actually thought they were smarter. They would try to pull a Bible and say maybe God will save me.
I like that one. Good one, Frank. Good one.
I'm just saying. Not to
Jesus, take the wheel, nigga, and the bullet, please.
Let's see how strong God's words are.
I'm not trying to poke fun here, but fuck it.
Yeah. Oh my God. So their channel is filled with all stupid pranks. Cart shit, regular bullshit. But this one puts them in a whole magician catch the bullet type fucking league. They were planning for this shit to go viral. So they recorded this motherfucker while he got shot. She pulled the bullet. Nigga, he said he thought the shit was gonna stop within the book. I don't know what in the fucking world told these guys. Simple fucking easy physics. This fucking book is gonna stop this fucking bullet.
Okay, but I'm gonna
mind you. Now I'm not gonna show the clips that I've seen half the clips.
I have to see this.
They got the big gold joint, like the shit was like in Kill Bill or some shit. Like it's a fancy, crazy looking gold joint.
No, they didn't.
and it's big as fuck. Like, no joke, it's big. It's like, it's in there. Just looking at the size of the gun would have been like, yo, we're gonna need at least 2 encyclopedias. Like, I'm dead. If I was stupid, like, nah, this ain't gonna stop it.
My thing is, it's not like you chose a little 9mm, a little Beretta. That, you know what I'm saying? Might have stopped it.
Exactly.
You chose an assault rifle. This thing
That's what the fuck it is.
Yes,
An
it's firing the
assault
same
rifle.
bullets. Yes.
that is the weapon is designed for long distance shooting.
Yes.
Not to mention it's designed to go out there in the desert and shoot some animals. Yeah. So I mean,
Yes. Frank.
now this is worse than the episode of Jackass where the guy actually thought he could jump over a fucking car. Like,
You sure she didn't catch him cheat? Because here's the thing,
Lorena Bobbitt?
I'm gonna give this young lady credit. There's no way in hell she's that fucking stupid.
Bruh.
There's no listen. If she could barely, unfortunately, understand how heavy that gun is. I know how heavy it is. That little ass motherfucker ain't picking that shit up
Nigga,
with
the
no
size of
fucking
the,
ease.
The size of the gun alone should have been like, yo, this book ain't going to stop it, homie. I'm dead to thinking, come on, nigga. That's like the size of a fucking
like
wheel.
unless she got man hands, she not getting her hands around that, even the handle alone that easily.
Bruh, this is my fucking point. So we go back into it. Let me tell you what, they were tweeting about it beforehand. This is the most dangerous stunt. They were trying to get the attention to it. His idea, not mine. Just to do this shit. Don't really know why. She claimed she loved him and all this other shit. They were talking about the stunt, building up to it for a while. And one of the aunts or family members went on the news yesterday talking about, oh yeah, I let him borrow the gun. I told him it was a dangerous stunt. Mind you, they did it inside the house.
Okay, so now she's accessory.
That's what I'm thinking. That's just me.
now here's another
That's
thing.
just me
Now
thinking
here's
that.
another thing. Are they licensed to actually handle a weapon?
I was just gonna say that shit too.
Because that's another. I mean, if they don't have a
damn.
license for that weapon, and you just said they borrowed the weapon, that's an automatic 10 years?
Well, the aunt is good because it was hers, but here's the problem with
No,
the
I
aunt.
mean, not the-
first. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
you're right.
it's 10 years. So hold on.
okay.
The count here in the state of Minnesota, which they're in.
Oh, damn.
State of, County of Norman. Maximum sentence, imprisonment, not more than 10 years, or a payment of a fine of $20,000 or both.
That's not bad.
It's a felony offense. Yeah, it's been.
But here's why it's not bad, people. Maximum. So you can't give her no more than 10 years. She'll probably do a couple of months and she's getting out. The aunt is gonna get hit hard. All right. I don't know how old these two are, but first of all, I don't think these two have license to have a firearm. So she aided and abetted. She endangered the welfare, and if the kids were in the house, endangered welfare of minors. Like the aunt alone got 10 charges right now. I just don't want to go over them. Like, are you? No, I'm serious. Like, she caught him cheating with her cousin or something.
You stupid.
No, I'm serious. Here's the thing: people who in this world, or you watch this, people who know what a designee looks like, you're baffled as much as the people who don't know. That's a big fucking gun. Frank said it right. That is like a fucking hand rifle.
Yeah.
That's a very large gun.
They said they were going over some fact points. 2,800 foot-pounds of torque when that shit shoots.
That shit gives you a bruise in your hand. when you,
That's what I'm saying. This little
My
bitty
nigga.
girl.
The fucking demon has fucking 800 foot-pounds of torque. This gun is pushing out 2,800.
And
when it's shooting, that's what I'm saying.
and I'm saying, like,
I just want y'all to keep shit in perspective.
and I'm just trying to think about this. Take it from this perspective. When the boyfriend got hit with it, you know his
He was
vital
done.
organ. No, I'm saying his vital organs. I mean,
It was instant death.
no, I'm saying that his chest must have exploded. That's how bad it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, you ever seen Terminator
They were bigging
2?
this shit up. Yeah, nigga.
Remember where the liquid man got shot by the Terminator?
That shit
Yeah,
just-
like that's the boyfriend right there.
I mean, because you look at it from this standpoint, the more bullets, the weaker the power. The less bullets, 6, 7 bullets?
6, 7 bullets in the chamber.
And
yeah.
it, like, That let you know this shit is a fucking powerful ass shit.
Not to mention you have to keep reloading.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that'll tell you right there.
I'm telling you, this was staged. I think the police really need to. Well, not staged. This was a setup. I think the police really need to find out.
You really on this setup shit,
I'm dead
my
serious. I'm so sorry.
I'll push it on.
You're not gonna tell.
But the boy is incriminating himself all through here. Look, he keeps going on in their other posts before they did the stunt. They put up another one. They were at the fair doing another bullshit stunt, whatever. Imagine when we get 300,000 subscribers.
Now, did he
even hit 1 million?
Did he himself? Did they catch him on camera promoting this, or was it just from his page?
They recorded the shit like while it was action, like while it would happen.
No, I'm saying this from this standpoint. I think it was supposed to like one of those prank type things. But what I'm saying is like if they're living together, they have kids together, she could have easily went into his account and been like, "Yo, we're looking forward to this." Da 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 da.
Yo,
like,
you were really putting it on smooth, but it's like damn, dude.
All right, put it like this: a desert is about what 7-8 pounds, if not more.
More or less.
It's about anywhere from 8 to 12 pounds.
Yeah.
All right, go to your local grocery store and pick up a 5-pound fucking bag of sugar and double that shit. And this little ass motherfucker here ain't picking that gun up with no fucking ease.
No, not at all. She looked like she was struggling in a little bit of footage that I saw. That ass, it was down.
Like I guarantee you,
it was no like yo. I got
she has a sprained fucking wrist and probably a dislocated shoulder.
Yo,
And that's if she shot it with one hand.
mind you, she's 25 weeks pregnant.
Oh shit.
She's 25 weeks pregnant, my man.
Oh, you just said it right there. It's his best friend's baby. That's how it is. That's
You
what
fucked
that
up,
is.
nigga. You
That's
fucked
serious.
Yo,
This, I mean, it's sad because yes,
but
this
she
man is
made all
no
her
here.
money off of fucking YouTube.
Well, I mean, hey, you could get paid from it. But
Well, now she
are
could get her bail bonded.
Are they looking to really seriously give her charges? Now I understand she was
They pressed
arrested,
him. Yeah, they pressed him.
so they are going to press charges.
Yeah. But the family think everything was good. They were allegedly a happy family. Things were going well. You know, he had a decent job, and they were looking to be YouTube famous and make money off of this and expand and do it. They were a young couple. And that's how it's presented. She was a stay-at-home mom selling shit off of YouTube and presenting her life doing all this other stuff. But my point is, how crazy are we going to get with these stunts and profiles?
Do you think what's the name started it?
What's
The gentleman who got we think claim like he staged the whole getting dragged off the airplane because he was counting in Arabic or whatever the situation may be. And
the other prankster.
Yeah,
there's been other pranksters before him, and I mean, he capitalized off doing.
But it's a big thing now.
Against his religion. You know what I mean? No, I think he just carried upon it, not started it. The trend. I think we see an easy audience.
Okay.
But I'm torn here because the reality is it's a big gun. That's like saying no, because here it is. Here it is. I'm a parallel. That's like saying, okay, you have a Dodge Neon, and the Dodge Neon is going 10 miles an hour, and if it hits me while I cross the street, it won't hurt. You get what I'm saying? Like it's like what?
I mean,
getting hit by a car won't hurt? That's what you're saying?
I mean, how is this any different than Jackass?
But the Jackass only did shit that would hurt them, not kill them.
Great.
But
Now, some of this
hold
shit.
hold on a second.
What?
You're not gonna tell me that the dude jumping on that car, that wasn't a life-threatening stunt. It was.
Right, but with a higher chance of survival. None of them niggas sat there and played fucking Russian roulette, which would have been an easy game for them to play. You know what I'm saying? Like spin, pop, go. Nobody sat there when it was a high chance of death probability.
No, I agree with you. I think when you do this situation like with Jackass or whatever, it's like, all right, what's the worst that could happen? Okay, maybe a dislocated shoulder. I can deal with that. Broken arm or whatever.
Right.
But you're talking about like death. They ain't never doing no stunts like that.
Right. They went up there, you lose a ball or you fucking something but they all kind of like stayed on that line almost. Nobody sat there and said, let's throw spears at each other. Big ass spears. Not
let's
little
catch it
darts. Little big ass spears.
And let's catch it like the Karate Kid.
Drunk, hammered. Let's do it that way.
They always play it to that line. And don't forget, a lot of this shit was already put together from behind the scenes by producers because they were insured, Frank. They had a whole big production behind them.
That's true.
That's what we all forget. We just think that we just think some fucking hillbillies picked up some cameras and we let them motherfuckers keep rolling.
I mean, I'm
like,
sorry.
No, because one of them hillbillies' families is gonna sue and be like, I'm gonna need about 15 to 18 million with MTV made.
I just gotta see. I'm sorry to say this. I just gotta see, and it's a terrible loss of life. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I just gotta see a couple prior episodes before this one.
Of their shit,
yeah,
it's corny. They building up on the stunts, and you can see like that's all they want because they kept growing their subscriber and their viewership, and that's what he was shooting for. The motherfucker said he's shooting for 300,000 views.
So he was
off of a bullet. Now you're firing a gun in the house. You already got a baby there.
Endanger the welfare of a minor.
Bingo. She, you know what I mean? All this shit is just building up to like, are you that dumb? Did somebody tell you bullets don't work? Like the shit don't. Go
I mean, Brandon Lee will tell
shit.
you bullets work.
I know. Here's a sad thing, people. You're watching movies and you're seeing Angelina Jolie just like hurt 5-pound ass, let off 5,000 bullets. Those are special bullets, people, with like a third of the gunpowder that's in a regular ass bullet. That's why this little ass girl is really able to sit there and hold that big ass gun and just continue to let off with one hand. Like, stop paying attention to the movies, people.
Yo, so she's out on bail, 7,000. She posted $7,000 for bail.
Hold on. Stop. Stop. Please rewind. How much?
$7,000 on a surety bond.
Suge Knight is still locked up for like 10 mil. And all he did was run over a nigga. Like,
in self-defense at that.
Look. I hate to say it like this, but I guess Spanish is the new white.
Look,
it might be. Suge, you should have ran over that nigga in Minnesota. Like, not California. $7,000?
Yeah.
And that's probably was with 10 too.
She's not allowed to possess any firearms.
I'm sure now she doesn't want to.
Keep a GPS monitor on her, and she can't leave the state.
Oh yeah,
she's not going over there.
Due back in court July 5th.
What part of her pregnancy is she on? She
25 weeks, nigga. She about
to pop.
Oh, so no, she can't even leave the state even if she wanted to.
Well, I mean, you look at it from this standpoint.
She's on her third trimester.
I want to know how many more followers have subscribed to the page.
Now, you're going exactly where I'm going because the story hit the news and everything else. This is automatically going to make her shit bigger. People going to watch her. They're going to get the feel bad crew, and then you're going to get everybody else waiting to see what the fuck she do next. I'm like, is she going to throw the baby up on his head or some shit, make it break dance when it comes out?
Let's see if I can crack his head like an egg.
Go be with your daddy. Like, no, I don't know. I guarantee she's gonna keep pushing. She at this point probably some addicted to the followership, addicted trying to be known or just famous off of this.
Well, you already said she made her career.
Yeah,
her career off of he had the job, but her whole career was based on YouTube subscription and purchases and stuff like that.
Right.
Could you hold on? What's her name again? I want to see how many she got right now.
Mona Lisa Perez.
Mona Lisa Perez.
Yeah, the name. It's killing me right now. Now, I don't know what the fuck is going on with it, man, but how dangerous is this shit if we keep allowing these pranks to build off of it? You know, like, come on. This is simple math, nigga. You got a Desert Eagle against a book. You know, like, and the nigga behind it, like, he's going to catch it. Like, at least if the shit hit the wall, like, all right, did it go through? Oh, yeah, it went through. Good thing I wasn't behind it. You know, like, shit.
How many subscribers you said they had?
Last I checked, it was 6,000. 6,000.
It's already up to 8,199.
So she's, and literally within the same day of recording.
Hey, look, you know what they say?
She's growing about 2,000 subscribers.
You know what they say? If it bleeds, it leads, man.
Yeah. It's sad. It's really sad, but I guess you're getting what you wanted, you know.
But they got what they wanted.
You wish for.
The shooting 23 hours ago, 403,000 views.
The shooting is still up there? Oh my God. Yo, she kept the shooting up there, bro. Come
I'm
on.
not saying she did. It has somebody else.
Somebody else has it up there.
News tube clips.
Yes,
And they got it.
That's
so,
where I saw it, and this shit looks crazy when you see it.
You know, I gotta watch it now.
Hell yeah.
But just be careful what you put out, man, or what you attempt, or how you attempt to go about things. Have some type of dignity, maybe decorum, if you want to go through this shit. I mean, yeah, I love to be there too, but goddamn, homie, I'm not gonna fucking take a bullet in my shoulder or my body or anywhere. Talking about, yeah, niggas gonna go past this Jet magazine. Let's see the shit.
Jet magazine.
Fuck out of here.
Like, yo, this 2020 rifle is going to this piece of paper. Like, this is
stop it.
This paper here, the tree was struck by lightning. It's going to stop this bullet.
Zeus himself, nigga, hit this shit, nigga. Word, mine. Like, no.
You know what's sad about really?
Physics, my nigga.
Somebody else, things get worse and worse.
Yeah.
People go a little further. And, you know, like, you know, for a second, thank God we haven't had any more Facebook killings in the past, in a couple of months. But look what happened, you know, them sitting there with the handicapped kid talking about why you're not saying nothing, where my followers at. I'm not being
accessory to a murder.
Accessory to the crime.
Everybody who watched this shit, please. Like
I would watch it, but off immediately. No, unfollow shit, right? I unfollowed it before this shit ended. Like, I was, no parts of that shit. It was wrong.
Dead ass. You have to be careful.
It's sad because now you are about to drop. You have another baby girl, and, you know, unfortunately now you have to explain that one child already that, you know, father's no longer coming back, and now you have another child that'll never know who that father is. You'll
Mommy
just have
killed
to
daddy.
you'll just have to hear grandmother or somebody
and
else
I got the
talk
video.
about.
Look, yeah, serious.
You know, somebody drunk uncle gonna do it too. For real. Like,
So let me tell you a bedtime story.
this bitch.
This bitch you call your mother.
Come here, Rosita. Look at this. Here's the thing.
This is a reason why you don't play with guns.
If it was truly an accident, it's a sad situation. My prayers and everything goes out to the family, but I just think it's some funny business here. It's just me. I'm sorry.
I'll give you that.
Not even an autistic child would do some shit like that.
You're going where I'm going because I'm sitting here like, nigga, you got a gun the size of a motherfucking mini tree.
Yes.
You're sitting there talking
Designed
about
to kill a fucking deer.
Exactly, my nigga. Exactly. Like, yeah, this could be stopped by a book. The two don't go together.
Like I said, the book was missing 50 pages. That's why. That's why I went through. If we would have had the other 50 pages,
I probably would have been
Work
saying.
these out. Work these out.
oh, we're so wrong, man.
I would have been saved by the table of contents.
Like, if it was the special edition, like, I thought you had the special edition. It was a regular. It's not gonna stop it.
I thought it was an unabridged dictionary.
But then again, like,
Bitch,
again,
give me the paperback.
we go again and like.
I thought it was hardcover.
It's good. It was a paperback, right? The people that own the guns, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell you would tell me that, first of all, the aunt knew what kind of trick these individuals were going to do. So she ain't going to sit here and have me think that she thought the bullet was going to be stopped by the gun. Okay, she's in Minnesota. I guarantee you the aunt went to the gun range on a regular fucking basis.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're telling me you know your little ass niece is going to unload a bullet into a book and it was okay. This is what I'm saying. I think some kind of funny business is going on.
I feel you because
So
when the aunt started talking, it kind of was like, yeah, and I told him not to do it, but you gave him a gun.
They're like, yo, don't do this.
All right.
This is how you load it.
All right.
This is
Let's
how you
let's
do
trace the pay. Let's trace the money. What kind of insurance policy did the boyfriend have? Because if he resigned that shit the day before yesterday, it said, "Hey, I'm taking out a $350 million insurance policy." I mean, you know.
When I did my insurance, I was like, shit, I hope none of my baby mothers find it. They kill me immediately. I'm worth a lot of money right now. You know what I mean? Off me immediately for the kids to get the money.
Like, where these bullet holes come from in your car? Nigga, like, I don't know.
Yo,
I mean,
that
funny
was
business.
supposed to be in an accidental death.
Yeah. Funny business. I'm sorry. The aunt
Hey,
who
man.
owns the Desert Eagle knows how powerful the weapon is because I know it's registered. Okay? You mean to tell me you handed it to your
Right.
2-pound pregnant niece to unload a bullet, and them bullets is like a pinky. Them ain't no
Yeah.
little ass bullets.
Yeah.
So again, this is what I'm saying. Funny business. I think she got pregnant by somebody else, or he was cheating.
I don't know, nigga.
Damn,
I hope you reaching on that. I hope it was an accident. But
hey, come on. I
No.
just explained to somebody who Lorena Bobbitt was.
yeah, man. But I hope this shit was an accident. But enough of them. Good luck to you, Mona. You gonna need it.
She gonna do 2 months. She gonna do no
Yeah,
time.
she gonna be out.
She gonna have time served and be out.
She gonna be out. They gonna give her the $7
Paige
grand
is
back.
gonna
And
go
everything. Here you go,
crazy.
baby. Here you go.
YouTube checks for Ray. She'll be on somebody talk show immediately. Soon as she can leave the state.
She want me Dr. Phil. Catch me outside, bitch.
She gonna be on
She
Steve.
gotta be able to threaten the audience with a book.
gonna be on
Who
Steve-
got a book in their hand right now?
She gonna
Let
be.
me catch you with a book outside.
You gonna see the motherfuckers run.
You about to join this nigga.
Like, could you imagine? I'm sorry, I have to do it. Could you imagine the kids not wanting to read books ever? You ain't do your homework? Fuck no. Like, nah, nigga, I'm good. I'm gonna take this D with a smile.
Mommy,
Do your homework in school.
mommy shot daddy because he was trying to promote reading.
Nah, nigga. Reading is not fundamental, nigga. Reading gets deaf. I'm sorry, it was a encyclopedia. That's the most educational book you can pretty much get.
All right,
No college education for none of them niggas. Like, nah,
you're
like, I
safe.
don't even want to open a laptop in front of her ass.
Like,
You're safe for reading Playboy.
yeah.
Shit.
Oh shit.
Nigga, read it. Nigga, you tell your friend, read it to me over the phone.
Tape recorder.
What's this mean, nigga? Just read it to me. Read it to me. What's
Nigga,
this mean?
FaceTime. Oh, no, don't let her see the book, nigga. She thinks she can shoot through Facebook. This photo's going up on Savage Kings. I'm sorry.
That's the third first. She lost this week, nigga. Shooting the motherfuckers.
She had a hot hand, literally. Shit.
Trigger happy.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh shit.
Oh.
All right.
I can't. I really can't.
You can't even get mad at him for not wanting to read ever.
Man.
Sign language or something, this motherfucker.
Oh shit. All right. Give me Kodak. Give me Kodak. Oh man. Yo. Oh shit.
Oh, we got one more, man. Let's get that.
Yeah, give me Kodak. Give me Kodak.
Oh gosh.
Gotta cut through all this shit, nigga. Goddamn. All right. Oh fuck. All right. Yeah, look. All right. So if you haven't noticed, or you paid attention to what's going on in social media out there, good old Kodak Black. This nigga here, rapper. Niggas don't like to see me winning, hitting. Got a bunch of other songs. They started criticizing this man's here because of his claim for preference. He was sitting out there talking about chicks he could smash. He was like, yeah, he would hit blacks, but he don't fuck with dark skinned black women that way. Mind you, he's pretty dark himself.
Understatement.
I mean, when the light hits on me, there's some crispier niggas than that. I think my dad got
That
him
is
by a
true.
shade of 3. He went on. He went on to talk about it. He was actually talking about Keke Palmer when he made the original statement. Then he went on to go back and forth, that, he likes women, but he likes women of a lighter complexion that he would like to be with. I can't knock the gentleman for any of that. I really can't. I can't knock him for any of that, for him going off of his preference. I'll move out the statement since, him going against, making this claim, black bitches and all this other shit. I mean, everybody had attacked him by then. But I bring him up just to simply state that, why is it so wrong to talk about your preference of what you like in women? Once you sit there and deem that you like a different race, a different color, a certain this, a certain that, you automatically hate your own, you're a race traitor, et cetera, et cetera. The story goes on, the story goes on, the story goes on. When you can easily simply say the same thing when somebody makes a preference about a physicality, which a color is a part of physical. I don't like fat guys. So you fucking hate fat people. You hate your fat uncle. You hate your fat grandma. You hate this. You know what I mean? Right. But we don't do that. We always go against our own anytime we say that. Like you hate all black women. You hate all this, that. It's like you can never win and truly say, I like something, and this is what I like. This is what I like to be. That don't mean I hate all black people. That don't mean I hate all this. But it just makes me think like, yeah, I'm tired of hearing that same age-old story. You hate this. You hate that. Any thoughts, preferences, anything?
I mean, here's the thing. He's absolutely within his right. It's what he likes. Mm-hmm. Most you ladies or people who take offense to it probably wouldn't deal with this gentleman anyway. You know what I mean? So
which is a big point,
right? I mean, it's his preference. Just like you, like Jeff said, take it to you might like your eggs sunny side up. I might like them scrambled.
Right.
It's still overall a preference. It kills me when black women want to sit there and say, "Oh, you want to go to them white women. You don't want to date your sisters." Most of y'all are bitches. This is probably why motherfuckers is running for the hills now. I don't remember last time I ran into a black chick that actually wanted to fucking cook. Yeah, I mean, or do something. Like my brother always used to date black women. Came up from down south to New York, met a Puerto Rican woman, and ain't dated black ever since.
Right.
It's what he first time seeing it. He liked it, the accent, the language, the style, and that's all he messes with from now on. It's not that he ain't never dated a black woman before, or whatever. But when you get a certain amount of money that this gentleman has, you start to come across a different type of individuals. Women of other cultures that actually can speak English, can spell. You know what I mean? Not trying to have a baby by 5,000 people just to get child supports and shit. You know what I mean?
But
what you saying, Frank?
All right. Here's where the whole thing messes up. You know what I'm saying? And here's where you get all this backlash from it. Okay.
What's that?
Let's say, for the sake of argument, we all know that I like a mix of women. You've seen my dating circle. I don't have a preference.
Right.
You attract my attention. Guess what? I'm gonna go after you.
Right.
Okay. Now, you go. Let's say for me, the funniest thing is I dated a Colombian chick. We all know that. And her parents, I could barely speak to her parents at the time because I barely spoke Spanish well.
Okay.
You can't. The problem with that, where they say you're a race trader or whatever, is because you can't go into these parties. If you're invited and you know off the top of your head you're not from that race or you're not from that culture, you can't go in there assuming your culture is better than theirs. You gotta humble yourself and say, I'm here to have a good time. I'm gonna try to blend in as best as I can. Now, I'm not trying to throw a whole bunch of, I'm not trying to throw Bolivia on a pedestal here. But last year I went to the Bolivian festival for Independence Day.
Right.
My friend is as Caucasian as can be.
Fair enough.
And he told me, he's like, you know what I liked about the festival? I was like, what's up? I didn't feel like an outcast.
Okay.
So the funny thing is, it comes down to this. It comes down to humbling yourself to like decide, what, when it comes to preference, if you're the outcast, try to humble yourself and fit in. That's all it is. You're there to have a good time. It is what it is. I think that's what society sees as wrong, is the fact that we're always gonna assume our culture is better than anyone else's. or our race is better than anyone else's.
So the fact that people have pride within their own race
It's what
is
kills-
what's trumping them from.
dating outside their race. I'm friends with a Puerto Rican chick that just told me all she dates is Puerto Rican.
Right.
And I look at her and I say, okay, let me ask you a question. Your son's last name is Smith. Where in the fuck of your Puerto
Part
Rican
of the island, nigga, is the Smiths in.
That's Jesus Smith, dog. That's the family in the country. You know, they big up there. Now you make a great point. Great point.
I looked at her like, there is no way you're gonna tell me you only date Puerto Rican men. You're only attracted to Puerto Rican men. There is no way you're gonna tell me that. Your response to me is you haven't met the guy that attracted you yet. That's your response.
Great
Right.
way. Great way to put
But for you to tell me you're gonna centralize it to one culture, one race, bro. If Puerto Rico was all that, you would have been married by now.
You make a big ass point, Frank. You
Ding,
make a
ding, ding,
big
ding, ding,
I
ass
mean, this is coming
point.
from me. This is coming from me, and this is coming from a person that I swore to my life since 2 years ago that I would never go down to Bolivia.
Right.
And I declared myself more American than Bolivian.
Right.
I went down there, and you know what? That trip changed my fucking life to a point where I want to go back down there for 3 weeks.
There you go.
But see, there you go. You kept an open mind about it. You know what I'm saying? You can't necessarily take on the fact that that person who wants to, not even wants to, but the person who is attracted or going after somebody outside of their own race or whatever it is now hateful towards,
I mean, the same.
you know, of their own. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
It's like,
the same thing. The same argument could be made about homosexuality. Where,
very much.
Where now it's become socially acceptable.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Back, we all went through this in elementary school. When somebody labeled you as being gay, you were
It was
like,
a bad thing. It was a different time.
It was a
Yes.
different time. Now it's become socially acceptable to a point where there's nothing wrong with it because you know it's not a disease that you can catch by just looking at someone.
Right, but it was a social stigmatism.
It's a social
that followed it. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. But it's again, here it goes, the social stigmatism that follows that. Now I've been around with many Latin women, and I go there and I catch the stares from black women. Looking and shit like that. Like, here we go. It's like, what? Excuse me? Like, what the fuck is the point? You
What
don't know
they
what I
call-
was with before or where
Yeah.
I'm at or where I could be. Shit, you may not even know if I'm fucking black at the end of the day. I could be a
is
dark
true.
skinned Latin.
That
Or
is
she could
true.
be a light skinned dark woman.
And I'll tell you-
I get the same looks when I was with my mother when I was younger because she was so fucking fair skinned.
And I'll tell you what. Like I went this past weekend. I went to a family party. All my cousins married Irish,
Right.
and I mean, my stigmatism towards that was they're going to be arrogant about the Bolivian culture because it's way different. Like any other culture, it's way different. Any other race is way different because we don't dance salsa and merengue like the normal, people consider the normal fucking Spanish race.
Well, what they're used to, yes.
Yeah,
It's
or
like, yes.
reggaeton. We don't do that shit. I mean, it's not. Let me not disrespect it, but like,
Shit ain't happening over here.
shit ain't.
You're not from the Caribbean. You don't have that whole vibe. Right. It's a
Because
South
you know
American
what? Let's
vibe.
be
Right.
honest. When you think about Spanish or you think about Bolivia, you're gonna say the ignorant motherfucker in the street is gonna say, "Oh, so you're Mexican or Puerto Rican or Dominican?"
That is
Right,
true.
but even so, you said something different. Mexicans don't do that shit there traditionally.
No, I'm
neither.
saying, but
no,
like,
I know, but
yeah.
I know, but that's what we're
Yeah.
so used to saying that. But when you really sit there and study Mexico,
Yeah, they
they're
don't
more
do it.
towards the line with yours. It's a different, it's Caribbean vibe. Is that?
And
you
it's just again, we went down there, and my cousin's husband,
right?
his name is Patrick. He's Irish. You see the dude like. He gets the Bolivian music popping and he starts whistling and dancing and clapping around.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He's such a lovable person because he doesn't try to get arrogant about the own Irish culture.
Now I'm gonna go there and take that same point. Would you think it's unfair because if whoever's making the assumption, whether it been you or your uncle, another family member, you thinking that he was gonna get arrogant because he was white? You get what I'm saying? Like you don't know. He would maybe he sit there and speaks better Spanish or dance.
No,
better
and I mean,
dances than you.
and in that case, though,
Right.
What you got to do when it comes to what do they call it? What interracial dating or what do they call it?
Right.
Yeah,
When it comes to interracial dating, if you know your significant other's the outcast, don't make them feel like they're fucking outcasts.
But you wouldn't put them in a situation and feel uncomfortable. You're totally right. You're totally right.
You would put them in a situation. You would bring them in, try to make them a part of the conversation.
Right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's the basis. It's not the fact people think there's something wrong with it because people fear what they don't know. So the minute the minute that they feel like, yo, I cannot communicate, I don't like this, I cannot communicate with anyone, that's as much your significant other's fault, who's from that race or whatever, as much as it is your own fault. Because your significant other did not sit there, take the time to say, hey, look, this is Ray Ray and Boom Boom. He's here, he's trying to have fun with me. He's trying to get to know the family. Hey, that's Uncle Joe. That's Uncle Mike. That's watch out for gay Uncle Lester over there. But you know what I'm saying?
He's grabbing asses.
He's grabbing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, you're right. There's a good way, a best way to smooth and make all those situations more comfortable for both parties. I just think what a lot of people understand with this gentleman here is, I guarantee you he didn't have those light-skinned white women or whatever the situation is where he was raised.
Right.
And now that he does have a couple of dollars in his pocket and he's touring, he's seeing something he's never seen before.
He's introduced to a whole new world.
Right. And now that's attractive to him because he's never seen it before.
Right. Right.
He's never seen it before. So now that's what he's attracted to.
I get angry, right? Because I hear the age-old story, and which is the same thing. Again, we'll take it back to everyday struggle. Nadeska was sitting here, was like, it's so offensive for a black woman to hear those lines. I said, he didn't say anything offensive. That I take it. He didn't say anything offensive until he went on the bitch rant, and I hate you black bitches, and all that other good shit, whatever he was saying.
And some bitch stole his wallet, but
outside of that, his other two arguments were perfectly fine. Now, in a social world, and he gets paid off of social media and moving in entertainment, should he backed up and not put that shit out there? Probably to stack his chips a little better, move an opportunity in the realm. Of course, it's a business move. Makes sense. But at the same time, as a human being, as a black man, he should be able to come up and say that shit. And her not to be offended, or any black woman to not to be offended. If you see another black man against, with a woman of a different race or color or whatever.
I just think it's part of the older generation stigma. And it's our grandparents and that generations behind there where you didn't mix races.
No, you didn't.
Every race stayed with their own. But I tell you right now, most of the prettiest kids are mixed.
Oh, yeah.
Mixed babies are fucking gorgeous. They're the prettiest things and handsome, pretty, whatever. So if you figure you take two individuals from two different sides of the world and you come together and you create this beautiful being, how in the hell could that be wrong?
Simple things. I understand it. But that's why I said I do not like when people sit there. See, I don't always think it's that person bringing it in to relate it back to Frank's story. I don't think it was that person coming in feeling arrogant. I think it's the people feeling arrogant against him.
No, and I mean, again, it's all about
just in theory, not necessarily with that person's thing. Because I've been the victim of that, where I'm cool with it. I'll make my attempt, but I'm getting pushed back from the family. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't one of us.
No, but that's
no
where
habla, get the fuck out, nigga. You know what I mean?
But that's where where the girl, because
but it's not on her because the girl made an attempt by bringing me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's the
I kind of agree with Frank on this
because
if the family is blocking her at that point,
I understand what you're saying, but I agree with Frank on this one. If the family is giving issues and problems, then the person shouldn't have brought you around the family.
Oh, well then,
once you show me inklings that this is the way you are, boo boo, let's go.
But okay, now I'm with you on that. Now see, I can be direct and straightforward. If that's the case, then I'll never go to a family event. You come out and tell me, yo, my grandmother, my uncle, my godfather, they hate niggas. You get what I'm saying? Or they don't like whatever it is. No problem. We never got to go to your family event again. Or if we have a baby, you bring the baby over there, and I'll go kick it over wherever.
But that's usually what changes it.
But you see what I'm saying? Right.
I'm not going to say a name, but I know somebody who was dating a white young lady. I'm talking about a really, white family, and they didn't like the complexion. They didn't speak to him. They wanted nothing to do with him. This young lady said, okay, really? Okay, well, I married this man. I'm about to have a baby by this man. Then we're done. Soon as the baby is born, he's the greatest thing that ever happened to him.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they want to be around that child. You know what I mean? That grandbaby. And kids bring things together. And it helps take a lot of the ignorance away. Because my thing is this. When my kids get married, if the person's purple and they make my kids feel like the greatest things on the face of the earth, that's all that matters to me.
Right.
And you know, it's funny because when I went to South America, when I went to Bolivia last year, my cousins don't really talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Don't talk to each other at all. Like now, they probably don't even talk to each other. The minute I got down there, you see every fucking cousin communicating with each other, saying, "Yo, we gotta take the gringo cousin out.
Right.
We gotta take him out. We gotta take him out. Yo, he's never been down here. We gotta get him drunk.
Show them around.
You were the event to bring everybody together. No,
so
it is. That's how it is at times, you know?
I think that's a lot of problem that does happen, though. Again, Frank, you're absolutely right. If you're dating someone that is of a different culture, and you go and they try to introduce you to the family, and the family doesn't welcome you, then the person you with has to step up. Because what it is going to happen is they're going to have family events where you're not going to be invited.
Or
And then that pulls, well, it's just more lines of you're not going to want to go because you're not going to want to be alienated or looked upon like, look at this nigga, literally like the nigga. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to speak to you. Nobody wants you there. You feel uncomfortable. You're agitated. She's going to say, babe, you okay? Bitch, does it look like I'm okay? Now that's an argument. You know what I mean? So it makes all these other situations worse. So then you're like, I don't want to go because it's going to turn into an argument.
Right.
So now you're growing further and further apart. You know what I mean? So it's just like a downhill slide.
I'm a simple dude when it comes to that shit there. I believe you put your family first, meaning when you separate and you build that husband-wife family relationship, that's primary.
Exactly.
I don't need to go see Uncle Ray Ray, Cousin June, Grandma, whatever. I'm not going to necessarily cut them off 100%, but I know if they don't like me or my new family, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm one of those. You got to be loyal to us first. Not run back to them.
Send me a postcard, man.
Yeah. If that's the case, then all right, it was good.
Like, and that's the part of dating is called transitioning. You know what I'm saying? Where there is
no transition with me. Like I understand it. It's either all or nothing. Either you transition to us, or you always gonna be them because you can't please both parties.
No, you can't.
You can't sit here and chill with me Monday through Friday, and then on the weekends be like, man, you know I hate them niggas. Let me tell you why I hate them.
Nah,
you know, like,
that's what I'm saying.
What I mean transitioning, what I'm trying to say is, like, we call it transitioning, but welcome him into the family. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but if the family, but this is my point. If the family's pushing me back, I'm not going to sit there and try to change uncle or grandma fucking mind. You get what I'm saying? Or bring them. I'm not even cool with them saying, "Well, tolerate you because you got a baby by her." I'm one of those that's just like, all right, I'm not even down with toleration because you only like me here because Junior was an accident.
And that means you ain't gonna be around Junior.
Junior's getting half and half. When Junior don't do white shit or whatever this shit is,
you're gonna see photographs of Junior. That's the only time you're gonna see that.
My point exactly. Right. Like I catch you at a funeral, lady, or whatever it is.
No, you're totally right.
I get it, but sometimes I think it's not necessarily the people appropriate. It's the people because they like the social mind. The whole family, you know what I mean? Like I said, I have old family that's racist. Don't bring no white lady around here. Don't bring no white lady around here. You know what I mean? And it's like, look, we'll be nice to her. She'll be welcome. We'll feed her that day. But when she leave and we have a one-on-one conversation, we gonna tell you what you did wrong and don't do it again. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can fuck her over there at your house, but don't bring that motherfucker to my house.
That's the sad thing where we could take, unfortunately, because again, the older generation actually saw somebody get hung from a fucking tree.
Or right, you know what I mean? Or physical discrimination.
Some things like that. And I think, unfortunately, the age classes are so far apart that we're not understanding anything. And again, I understand, yes, a lot of coaches went through a lot of pain and a lot of death and issues, but we have to understand what's happening right now. Like you have some people who don't want a cell phone, they still with the flip because it's too much for them. Okay, but now you wonder why you don't know what's going on these days because you keep fighting transition and new things that are happening.
Right. Now, it's definitely a debate. Like I totally understand. You can transition, Frank. You can do this. It's a build, but I think it's sometimes the outside culture. Just a fact from hearing when I'm quoting from that lady Nadeska saying, it's so wrong for a black woman to hear that. How is it wrong? No, it's wrong that you didn't like it. That doesn't mean every black woman didn't like it or feels that same way. Right. And I hate that it's now becoming the norm. Look at them. You know what I'm saying? There go another one.
I was just walking through the
How
mall
can-
what last week. Believe me, I got it all.
Yeah, but again, that's what I'm saying, and vice versa. But it's a double-edged sword, because anytime you see a black woman, usually with the outside man, just like you say, you see you related to the female cousin, so it was a Latin female with an outside. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Would it have been the same if you bringing in the white girl? Would the ladies be like so as receptive as some of the men? You get what I'm saying? They'd be
Right.
like, so Frank don't like Bolivian bitches, huh? Fuck you, Frank. You can't. Huh? You don't want him to speak it? You get what I'm saying? Like, it's always that double-edged sword, or reverse, or the stereotype. I'm missing black for words like that. I hate. Like I don't necessarily see the hate coming from the men's side. I always see it coming from the women's side.
Absolutely.
I always see it coming from the woman. How dare you? I can't say how much it is in your experiences, your culture. Was it the woman who really spewing the hate, or was it the dudes? Or you know what I mean? Because
No, the dudes were like,
Dudes
yo,
are shaking motherfucking
Go-
hand like,
high five it, like,
bad.
ew.
Like, yo, got you a nice one.
Yeah, but the women, some hateful motherfuckers. Because I get it every day. I get it from people I didn't even know. Sitting down, going to restaurants. I remember I got at a restaurant. The server was looking at me dirty. I was like, come on, homie.
Bitch, you know you ain't getting no tip, right?
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, hey, you don't like it. It's not you.
Yeah.
It's me. This is I'm the person who's dealing with it. Plain and simple. So again, his comment, his issues, his people that want to show him attention.
Yeah.
If you don't feel like that's you, then you don't have to show him attention. He ain't not attacking black women. I tell you, black people are the most racist people on the face of the earth. Like, period. Everyone does something because you're black.
Yeah.
Oh, he don't want black girl. He want to go to the white ones. And even Kanye talked all that shit. Look where you at right now.
At least he told you, when I get on, I'm leaving your ass.
You
for
know,
your
poor white girl.
He told you. He wasn't lying.
No, it's just funny because I had this husband and wife in my apartment. I had to guess. They went to. This is going to sound ignorant.
Go
as
ahead.
hell.
It's all right.
But because of family support, they went back to Africa.
Okay.
Okay. And the funny thing is, I became friends with the husband. Her husband's a very friendly dude.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you'll say, "Hey, what's up?" One day it was like 2 a.m. He had a couple beers in his hand. He's like, "Here, you like Stella Artois? Here you go. Take one to your room." So the funny thing is, the wife, like, I always catch that vibe from the wife where, you look at her and I'm like just trying to say hello, and all of a sudden she's looking at me like, this motherfucking speaker's gonna say something racist or is thinking racist about me already.
Right.
And all I'm trying to do is say hello. At one point, I was actually knocking on her door to talk to her husband to say, "Hey,
Right.
when we're gonna have a couple beers."
Right.
And the funny thing is, the husband tells her like, "No, he's my friend, man. He's just trying to hang out with me."
It's a fucked up world, Frank.
Like, it's like, and I told my mother, like, I was trying to explain it to my mother.
Yeah.
I said, she's like, yeah, the husband's very loving, very very approachable.
Yeah.
The wife is, I'm like, I don't know what it is, but I could define it as one way because I don't want to say it's all black people.
No.
But it's because they always are going to assume that when you try to talk to them, you already have the preconceived notion of discriminating against them.
Right.
So they're always going to carry that prejudice against you.
Yes.
And even when you're nice to them, and you've been nice to them consistently, I don't even like to say them, but when you've been nice consistently, and you're
Right.
showing that you're not really you're not even thinking that, you're just trying to show proper etiquette, they're still going to think somewhere along the line, this motherfucker's going to undercut me.
Yeah, but that goes to my point, what I was saying. Yeah, you hit it right on the head. It's who's carrying. Never mind that it was a female, because that was the second point, but who's carrying that hatred? It's already there. It's in the group. You know what I'm saying? So if you get around a bunch of them, oh, look at this guy. You know what I mean? And you just sit there to say, hey, I got a beer for your husband. It's like, fuck him. Look at him. It's
Yeah.
I still tell you to this day.
So at what point do you actually learn, what do you got to do, me being Spanish and me mixing in with a whole bunch of, I'm a mixed interracial kind of person.
Interracial, yeah.
Kind of person. How do you go about beating that? Because no matter what I do, if I go, let's say, for the lack of argument, if I go somewhere in Patterson and I say, "Hey, what's up, man? What's going on?" Where's the party kicking tonight? I mean, where do you rise above that from them thinking that, this guy is not really being a racist? He's just saying.
I mean, everybody's preference is different. What I would say to you is continue to be yourself.
Right.
Unfortunately, you just have some people who don't want to catch up to the times. And I tell you right now, I'd rather get pulled over by a white cop before a black cop any day with all this shit going on. Like when I called you that night, the car broke down, had a white cop help me push the motherfucker.
Right.
You know
I
what I mean?
remember the white cop.
And be good.
No, I remember the white cop. I had a flat tire. The white cop went ahead and he said, if you want, go sit in the car. I'll screw the nuts. I'll tighten the nuts for you, the bolts on the car. Because remember, I just got out of back surgery.
Yeah.
And this guy could tell I was struggling. He's like, I got you, man. Go ahead, sit in the car, turn it on. There you go.
Look, I'm telling you like this, and never mind that, besides just being yourself, keep an open mind. Like, there's always going to be the ones that hate you, you know what I mean, or just want to have that notion for you, but don't let them get to you and keep that open mind. That's why I said, like, every time I've been in that experience, I've been open and able to go in. I just got pushed back from the ones against it. But on that note, we're going to get the fuck up out of here. It's been a good time. I run a little late, technical difficulties, but Truth, thank you for being here, sir.
Always. Remember about reading books, y'all.
Desert Eagle with an encyclopedia. Don't mix, my nigga. Frank, thank you for being here, sir.
Gigi, please.
She gonna have the dumbest kids to the face of this earth.
Gigi, please don't think this is a fucking chance to get on YouTube and start shooting me with an encyclopedia.
Please don't. Stay still. Look,
it worked for them.
Might work for us.
We get up with y'all next week.